Otakuans, what's going on, y'all?
What's
Welcome
up?
back to another beautiful episode. The episode right after our seasonal hotter drop, our finale. So yes, we have started a new season of anime. So we are going to be doing some slow news for the next 12 weeks.
We're gonna be wading in the water, hoping.
Yeah, we're gonna just like floating and see if something comes our way. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it is kind of a slow news week this week. We only got a little bit of news. I do have a recommendation for you, David. Something we didn't talk about, something that's new, but we didn't really get a chance to talk a lot about. Something, and it's an anime, and it's a little recommendation for you.
All right,
But all y'all, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the notification bells down below so you don't miss out on any future episodes. So before we get into the news here, I've done it in the past before, but I just wanted to pick up or kind of give some people the idea of where they can pick up on if they've watched this last season of anime, and if they do read the manga as well, they can pick up in the chapters or in the light novels or online if they want to continue that story and see where it goes on. I've done that before, so I want to kind of do that for like 5 or 6 of them from this last season, because I know there's a lot of great shows out last season, so you might want to know. So
definitely do it.
The most notorious talker creates this world's strongest clan. So you're going to pick up on chapter 38, volume 8 for that one. Let this grieving soul retire. You're going to do chapter 52.2. You got Goodbye Dragon Life. You're going to do chapter 32, volume 4. And then, so Demon Lord 2099. This one's an interesting one. So the OG manga was actually canceled in the past, but then a reboot manga is going to be coming out. However, Demon Lord 2099 is the animation is an adaptation of the light novel. So the anime is the adaptation of a light novel, and with that one, you're going to continue with the novel 3. So if you're going to continue from where the anime left over, Do Over Damsel is volume 7, chapter 32. And so the healer who is banished from the hero's party is actually the strongest. All right. So the anime actually passed the manga. All right. Around episode 11. The first season is pretty much all of the light novel. And in order for you to continue forward, you have to go on chapter 30 or chapter 75 of the web novel. So, yeah. So
If you're a web novel reader, you know where to go for that. I don't read web novels, so I don't even know where you can read,
idea.
That at.
Now, Don. So that's volume 5, chapter 35. So that's some of our.
I know a lot of people trying to follow that one. I was actually looking at the mangas. I don't know if I want to start a new collection. I don't even know where I would put a new collection of mangas.
I got some room to complete or finish out some of these, but I don't know. I've been really collecting a lot of mangas recently.
Yeah, I need to finish the ones I'm already collecting.
I'm on Pokemon joint. So we're gonna hop in the news like we always do. Again, it's a slow news week, so just we looked.
Bro, we looked. It's an understatement. Like nobody was talking about like anime stopped.
Nothing. The Earth just on its axis just halted. All right, so JJK earned 4.9 billion yen in 2024, which is about $31 million in USD. So not bad.
Not bad at all. JJK, I mean, obviously it ended, but it had everybody in a chokehold. 2024. People were like, "Oh, what's going to happen? Sukuna, he killing everybody." People were saying like Gage was like just murdering all your favorite characters at one point.
Look, the CEO made about 30 million of that and gave out the rest to all the other employees.
You got some Christmas bonuses, everyone. $20. Here you go.
$20 to the Mickey D's. They're doing a promo for Pokemon. Have fun. But yeah, so good for them. That's a pretty decent earner for an anime to do in 1 year. More than they did in their first year. So Fire Force, we talked about Fire Force coming back. Fire Force season 3 is returning in 3 months. Nice. So I know they halted news, so it was like news is coming back, and then there's no news, what's going on, and then now they're coming back in 3 months. So,
I mean, they let us know what we needed to know. It's coming in April. the best month out of
Mm-hmm.
the year. You know, your boy's birthday. So we get to get part one, and it's gonna be a part two a few months later. So hey, we ain't got to tell y'all nothing else. You saw the trailer.
Yeah,
Stand the fuck by. Yo,
yeah.
Fire Force
You know
about
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
lit. I'm ready for it.
It's about. I'm so happy, bro. I got all them motherfuckers back. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Um, Megumi Ishitani, that directed the fan letter for One Piece, she recently said that she really wants to do a movie. She wants to do a movie, which I think would look really good. So
I mean, we got a movie coming up.
true,
Put her on
true,
that
true, true.
shit.
So, that
She's
motherfucker's
amazing.
probably already like 80% done. So
She's amazing. Yeah,
yeah,
true. If it's coming out this year, then it's probably mostly
yeah, it
done.
is.
But hey,
Oh
put in some. She can do the like help draw some, finalize some fight scenes, like make some
maybe,
final attacks. Like, have you
maybe.
her art? Like I told you when we talked about her
I
last time.
watched the fan
Every
letter. Yeah,
time, it's not even just a fan. Every time she touches pen to
an episode.
paper
Yeah,
and it turns into an episode, it's high ratings every
yeah.
time, without fail. So please let her touch as many movies as she wants. I love her.
I'm, she a little cute
I
thing too.
love her.
She a little young, so she not going to die anytime soon. Like all these mangakas that are dying, which
It's
I'm
so
not making a
sad,
joke.
bro.
It's so many of them.
It's a lot. There's a lot of
It's a lot of
mangakas.
them.
Like, I mean, this life expectancy for a mangaka is lower than normal human life expectancy. So that's
Yeah.
already saying a lot. And lo and behold, 2024 had a lot of mangakas
Yeah.
pass away.
Well, speaking of the life of mangaka, Zenshu, the anime that's coming out this season of anime, is going to be getting same day dubs. So if you dub sub, doesn't matter. If you want to
Hmm.
watch this girl on her anime journey,
Hmm. I mean,
same
that's
same day
interesting.
dub.
That's very interesting. You know, it's I actually when I was looking at it again earlier, it's a Mappa joint. So, what other Mappa show has had same day dubs though?
They're just working these niggas to death. I'm sorry.
Leave Mappa niggas alone.
I'm about
They already got enough on their plate.
watch the story be about her failure and hard work and like her working herself to death, and literally they had people working themselves to death writing an anime about working themselves to death.
So we didn't read the synopsis.
Yeah, we
No, no, it's a lot going on with that one. Like she's like a personally again,
yeah,
I'm not gonna watch it.
nope.
But I know it's going to be a good one for the people checking for it. But it's not for me. Um,
Yeah. So so Arifutera season 3 episode 12 is delayed till the 20th. I don't know why. January 20th, if you thought I meant February, but January 20th.
yeah. Why? I know. Well, you don't know why, but do you not have it? Like,
Is it gone?
what do we do?
Did you
Did
lose?
you lose it? Is it in a room with us?
Just like Is It Wrong? We talked about episode 12 of that one is not coming out till next spring.
Yeah, that's even more ridiculous. That's like 3 months later.
Did we lose it? Is it
Yeah, I don't, like
who
something.
who took it home to work on it and their dog ate it?
Yeah, it's really. I don't know exactly, but I know I was like reading a news article or I passed by a news article where they're dealing with some extreme problems. They didn't get into what those extreme problems were, but they specifically said the reason why Meshuga, oh, not Meshuga Tensei. I'm currently reading that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Reason why Is It Wrong? The final episode isn't going to be coming out because they actually are dealing with some extreme problems, and it's probably dating weeks, maybe even months in the past, and they just are only able to get out this much. But
Yeah.
you're pushing it 2 weeks. Like what happened? Did everybody go home sick for a week? Like what happened where
It's
you couldn't just do the
familiar.
episode?
Yeah, I don't just work.
Everybody came in
what do
drunk.
you mean family time? What do
Everybody
you
came
mean?
in drunk on the first.
Yeah, work. I don't know what to tell
What
you.
is this,
Just
Mappa? Like we don't get breaks around here.
ew.
No.
No, the fuck. Yeah, and you get $20 McDonald's gift card. Shut the fuck up. Go to work.
Christmas
Anyways,
bonus.
Solo Leveling did break its own like record on Crunchyroll, surpassing its 114,000 mark to 115,000 within 11 hours of season 2 dropping. So, it's a record.
It's
I
fire.
mean,
It's fire.
it's a,
I don't think you
it's
said you watched it yet.
not the
It's
first. I got a list.
It's fire. The first episode was fire, and they did it really well. Some people were complaining though. They were saying like, "Oh, season one they had their own like anime only scenes where they kind of like add padding to the story," but they're all mad because some stuff was taken out of the first episode of what should have come out. Bro, they wanted it to be fire. They wanted to have the highest ratings. They wanted to have the most votes
Yeah,
within 11 hours. They didn't want to deal with the padding. They wanted you to
they don't
get as
care.
much
They don't
action
care.
and badassery as you could in 22 minutes. Stop
And
complaining and accept the fire that you
niggas is going.
received.
Niggas will always complain about some shit. Always complain about some shit. Like recently, this ain't even in my news, but just to talk about it real quick because we got a slow day. So, oh my god, I forgot his name. So in the new movie that's coming out with Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, the new Guy Gardner, he's a Green Lantern. He's part of the Lantern Corps coming out in
God,
the new
guy.
Superman. Yeah,
I don't
in
know.
the new Superman movie that's coming out, Guy Gardner looks exactly like the Guy Gardner in the comic book. Cringy, bad haircut,
Mm.
ugly as fuck. People hate it. And I'm like, y'all are the same niggas that would be like, if they made Guy Gardner black, right? They'd be like, well, why are we making him black? We need to make him just like the comics. He needs to look just like the comics. Now he looks just like the comics. And people are like, he looks ugly. He looks terrible. This doesn't look in. This
He
looks
was
bad.
ugly in the comics. You thought he
He
was gonna be cute?
like he has a fucking bob haircut with green
Leonardo
hair.
DiCaprio was supposed to um be the actor for it. That's what was supposed to happen. They needed
Yeah.
some fine
They need to put Halle Berry.
sapien.
Yeah. Halle Berry. Haley Berry. What's her name? Mermaid could play Guy Gardner. Why not?
Why not?
Like,
Why not? Give her a ring. That's all you need, right?
yeah, you just be a Green Lantern Corps. That's all you need.
Just
Guy Gardner.
give it a personality. Give it a ring. She'll be straight.
Look,
She'll figure it out.
straight. Just dye her hair
Hey,
green.
hey, Gal Gardner.
Yeah, Gal Gardner.
Gal Gardner. I love it.
Gal Gardner.
Hey, I'm
It
running
has
with
to
it.
be no.
See, y'all,
No.
you need to understand.
Can't be hard ER.
Maui, he bullshitting, but I'm running with it. Let's go. Gal Gardner.
They not gonna do shit. Like, I'm not making no money off this. I'm just saying niggas will complain about anything. He looks exactly like the. That's the problem. Is like
course.
people want things to be exactly like the comic or the book, but sometimes things don't translate that well from a comic to live action. Like, things have to be padded, like you said, things have to be moved, or so you get what you get, and you don't have a fit.
I mean,
That's
we
what my mom
can't.
used to tell me.
We also got to accept though that they are changing things to be more appealing to the times, and
Yeah.
not everyone's going to be happy with those changes. Honestly, like
Yeah.
there's some changes where I'm
not
like,
happy with someone.
why is it
Yeah.
necessary? What do we like? Don't be. You don't
What do
need to
we
be appealing
accomplish?
to the times. If
Yeah.
is it going to make you more money? That should be the only question. Will this decision make me more or less?
I think there's two decisions that they should. If I was a creator or a owner of a company where I was bringing things from drawings to live action,
Mhm.
there's two things that I'd be considering. Is it gonna bring me more money,
Mhm.
and am I going to make majority of the fans happy?
Oh, I don't care about that. You can be mad.
I would,
See, if
because that's
I'm
not gonna make
making
you
more money, then the fans are happy. I think that's
well, not
equivalent.
necessarily. Some people could be
Y'all
hating
could be
on it, but
pissed, and
no,
if
but I'm
y'all
just saying,
buying
if I
tickets,
love,
I don't go fuck.
but if I love the community because I'm a fan
Nah,
of it,
y'all can
then
hate watch for. I don't give a fuck.
hey, look.
Y'all can hate watch the fuck out of it. Hell yeah, give it the lowest ratings you can, but
People get ran out
buy
of
them
Hollywood for
tickets.
that. That's
Buy
what I'm
them
saying.
tickets. Fuck this
I'm
show. Give me 2 tickets.
I'm about to bring Clan to a theaters near you. I didn't say what it was about.
let me get my hands on let me get my hands on Justice League.
Yeah, let me.
we about to have a meeting.
Yeah, we got the. Yeah, it's gonna be something. The Justice
You ever
Clan.
been to a clam bake?
Yeah, the Justice
You
Clan.
will now.
Speaking of DC, what DC's doing recently, Marvel just dropped kind of like a little roadmap or calendar of some of the stuff that's coming out in 2025. So some of those things are going to be. So we got Spider-Man coming out January 29th, Your Friendly Neighborhood, kind of like that new comic look for it. You got Captain America, Brave New World, February 14th. You got Daredevil coming back in March 4th. You got Thunderbolts On May 6th,
The Thunderbolts.
Ironheart. Yeah, Ironheart, June 24th. Garbage.
They didn't
Uh,
cancel that. I thought they were gonna cancel
yeah,
that.
I thought they canceled that shit too, to be honest. The Fantastic Four, First Steps, July
Heard
25th.
about that one.
Look like it got, what's his name in it? He played the Mandalorian. I forgot
Mhm.
what his name is though. You got an animated show, Eyes of Wakanda, on August 6th. You got Marvel Zombies on
Mm.
October 3rd,
Looking
and
forward to that
then
one.
yep, Wonder Man in December. So
I don't know if you've been tracking the controversy with the Spider-Man, John.
yeah,
So
Osborne.
speaking of Haley Bailey and her Little Mermaid performance, they made a black Osborne.
Yeah. Well,
Look
both of
here,
them
look
are.
here, look
The
here,
dad's black, and so is Harry.
look here.
Harry and what's his name are
With
black.
those waves, it's been years. We knew he was black. The studio just needed to catch up with us because those waves
Excuse
was
me.
360. Those waves were
Nah, that was Willem
making me
Dafoe.
sick,
It's the
seasick.
original Green Goblin.
So they
Willem
they
Dafoe.
just said, "Hey, we need to catch up with the times and
They made
make his skin tone matches his hair." That's all they
you
did.
know they did a meme with it, and Willem Dafoe in the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire is like, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. He was like, I'm somewhat of a Negro myself.
They completed the meme. They did the Spider-Man meme. They just completed the meme.
He said, I'm somewhat of a Negro myself. I was
Hey,
like,
hey.
oh my
And
god.
if he
And
says it
then
in the movie,
Harry,
that's even better.
and then Harry has the puff with the braids and the ear. I'm like, all right, well,
I didn't even see it.
it don't even if it don't ruin a storyline, whatever. I know everybody trying to go woke, trying to do this whole change all the characters' colors, whatever. As long as the story, as long as it's a good Spider-Man, a Spider-Man ain't gay for some reason,
Will
then
it
I don't
make me
care.
more money?
I don't care.
I'm not gonna
Just like
watch
they
it.
did in the last Superman animated show that they made, where they made his son gay.
That's comic accurate though.
In some universes, yeah,
He's
but
he's
the
he's
one
bisexual.
when they originally marketed the first Son of Superman,
Mm.
that was not a leading plot point until they added it in later. I looked into it because I had an argument with somebody about it. So not that
Mm.
I care. Not that I care. And it's not. I'm not
I don't
either side.
care.
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
on either side. You're both sides. You're saying. You know what?
No,
It's
no.
it's it's not important. It's not important.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
but no,
I'm
another
saying I go
tangent
both
on
ways.
that.
I'm going both ways on
Another tangent on
Superman.
that. Fucking. I don't know if you watched the Superman and Lois TV show.
I'm not.
It's
I know
it's
about it.
another
I know about it.
CW
Yeah.
show
Yeah, I
joint,
know
but
about it.
they're kind of different. It's actually pretty
Yeah.
decent. Me and the
I've seen
wife been,
clips.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've been watching. It's actually fairly decent, but they actually changed Jonathan from Superboy. They
Yeah.
changed his character in the live action. Season 2 isn't the same character. We're in season 3 now. Isn't the
Yeah.
same character as season 3. So, inquisitive minds, I had to find out why is it a different person now. And there's like
Hmm.
so many different theories like why is it a different person? And then I went down a rabbit hole. He had like these views on COVID, and he was an anti-vax. He
Oh.
came out as an
Oh.
anti-vaxer, and then there was even more
Okay.
theories that he started to find out more about who his character is,
Hmm.
and he's bisexual in the comics, and he was against that. So when casting call came for season 3, for them to quarantine to record season 3, he didn't show up. So they had to get an emergency last minute new replacement. I like the new guy though. He's a fairly good actor.
Yeah.
He's a fairly good
I
actor.
mean, Superboy and Injustice, or not Injustice, but Young Justice. That like the Young Justice timeline, not just the show, but the comics itself was never bisexual. Okay. So,
Yeah, the Young Justice show. Yeah, he's.
well,
I
I'm
like
talking
I like
about
him.
the show. There's actual drawings of it too. There's not just the show. There's like the comics and stuff, and that's in the universe. That's Superboy. That is the first Superboy, not necessarily the son of Lois and Clark,
Yeah,
but
he's the son of Clark
Luth-
and Luther. So
Luther.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
just
not
like
he's not supposed to be gay though, but the son of Lois and
no,
Clark. He's
So
supposed to be bi.
there was a shoot off at some point, and I forgot where it was. There was a shoot off where he was though. That's what I'm saying. Is like they have different
Yeah,
universes,
that's how they
and
get away with
so
it, though.
when they market, yeah, no, and then when they marketed that show that had a lot of controversy about the son of Superman being that way,
Mm.
they didn't explicitly say that was going to happen until right before it dropped. And then
I
they
see.
started marketing for that, and you can tell when people start to like try to get more popularity around it, they'll drop little tidbits here and there, and that's one of the ones they did. And I was like, well, whatever.
Hey, different universe.
Hey,
It's okay.
I'm not watching it, but whatever.
I'm not watching it.
But whatever. Anyways, all right. Shit. All right, last news bit. So near Automata just reached over 9 million shipments and downloads worldwide. The video game, the near video game that came out. So
Mm.
shipments and downloads don't mean it's good though. Motherfuckers be returning shit real quick if it's ass or uninstalling. So we'll see.
So
I don't know,
just
but that's a lot of downloads for
just straight
online game.
downloads. I mean, with the
Downloads is bad.
popularity that it got, I mean, with how good the anime was, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. Like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, like I'm not hip to this already. Let me play the old games, and then a
Yeah.
new one's coming out next year, or a new one just dropped. Let me pick it up. But you're right,
Mhm.
they could return that in a day, a couple of weeks. They beat the game already. It was meh, and they return that joint. It happens. I bet they
That's
ain't
how
gonna talk
Jump
about
Force.
it though. They're not gonna be like, "Hey guys, we had high sales, but 99% of the fan base returned their copy."
Hey,
They're not gonna talk about that.
Jump Force had some of the highest sales in any grossing anime game ever, and them things were thrown back at the developers. They said, "Give my money back. I don't want none of
I was
this."
playing Jump Force. Speaking of, I literally was just playing Jump Force like a couple days ago with the kids. Jump Force is actually pretty fun.
I'm not gonna say it's not fun. I mean, the
No, of
battling and
course.
stuff you can
No,
choose.
Jump Force
Like
definitely dropped the ball when they
it
definitely.
wasn't at all what
There's
they said it
definitely
was
UI
gonna be.
changes they could still make to it, and I still like feel like they can make these changes to make it better. But
Yeah,
the gameplay, just fighting like round one to defeat it, like that was fun. Like
yeah.
they have something going for them. Still feel like they could make it better. Like
They
build
they
on this and come out with a new
they're
Jump
bankrupt
Force
so much they ain't got
and
no
make
money to
it
make nothing
better.
better.
Like you can make it better. They have the bare bones. All they got to do is just add the suggestions that they've gotten. Say like, hey, change the way how you do your player selection. Change it to this. Like reflect what the more popular fighting games are currently doing, and come out
Yeah,
with Jump Force 2. And I promise you, it will get like it won't get a high sales at first, but once people realize like you actually fixed your game and made it
you listened.
to
Yeah,
be what people were expecting when you originally said you were coming out, I guarantee you're going to do good.
yeah. I mean, well, I don't know if they have enough money to do that right now, but
Did they go
they could do.
bankrupt?
I think they went bankrupt. Or like the company, the branch company that created that game
Mm-hmm.
off of the original like logo or the name, and then the branch that created that game like shut down.
Oh,
Like it was gone because it was so bad. It was so bad. Like how they marketed was a complete and utter like highway robbery.
I
We
thought the
honestly don't.
marketing was fail. I mean, I feel like the marketing was decent. It's just what the product was the failure.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. The marketing was what they marketed is not
Oh,
what
we
we
didn't
got.
get what we marketed.
It
Oh
was
no,
highway
facts,
robbery.
facts.
Yeah, it was complete. It was we got robbed of what they said it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
but anyways, I digress. All right, so I have a recommendation for you. Now, this recommendation is something I'm not finished with yet, though. I haven't finished the show yet, but
Mm.
it's surprisingly really good. So we haven't talked about it, but we've talked about it, but we haven't talked about it, and we didn't put it on our seasonal wrap up. So this is Orb Movement of the Earth. It's on Netflix.
Oh
It's a new
yeah.
anime that just dropped.
I,
Yeah.
I I felt like you
So
was gonna like that one. Didn't I say at one point?
um, I didn't expect it to be what it was,
Mm.
but surprisingly, I'm on like episode 6. It's not bad. It's
Okay.
not bad. So Orbs is about so well, technically it was about a kid, and then this, I don't want to spoil what happens, but it's gonna follow each a different story like every few episodes, but
Mm.
it's about the same thing. So essentially, the world we're living in is a think of like 14th century Blair Witch trials. Everybody's Catholic, like big, heavy on like Catholicism, a very big Catholicism vibes to it. Not like, I wouldn't say Christianity, but big Catholicism vibes. They don't call it Catholicism, obviously, but they call it centurism. Centurism. So essentially, the centurism is like the Earth is the center of the universe. God also put us at the bottom of the universe so we can gaze upon His glory, and because we're riddled with trash and garbage, and we have to. And they're very big and like no shit Catholicism ways. Like if you do anything, you're trash. They have an inquisition that if you blaspheme, you get jailed, and then you have to repent in front of a court. If you don't repent, you die. If you blaspheme again and you get caught twice blaspheming, you get burnt at the stake. Like things like that.
Mm.
Well, um, there is a kid who's the first. Who this kid is like the main character in the first 5 episodes. Um, this kid is like, I thought it was isekai for a second, but he's not. He has this mentality where he's like better that you can tell. Think of it like, imagine he is isekai, but he is not isekai. His mentality is like, these people are so stupid. Everybody around me so dumb. It's so easy to make this world my bitch. Like all I have to do is just be polite, be smart and likable, and everybody will like me. And I'll live a comfy life, just be rich, my nigga. Like I'm
That's
good,
interesting.
you know. And so like he acts that way. He's like, I'm gonna go to college. Like he's about to go to university as a young kid that nobody ever does that. He's gonna study theology. What theology is like the study of like the religion and everything like that. And everybody loves him. This and that. This and that. This and that. And essentially, there's a what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. But there's another circling doubt of religion that's spreading right now. Well, this boy ends up having to go pick up one of the blasphemers because that blasphemer is friends with his dad. His dad is a priest, and so he goes to pick him up from the big castle. So because the dad's gonna let his friend stay with him for a while, but little do we know that blasphemer is one of the leads of the fucking religion. It's called heliocentrism. Heliocentrism, it means the sun is the center of the universe, which is, as we know today, scientifically is right? And then we find out the kid has a love for astrology. He loves looking at stars. He loves looking at the movements of things, and he like takes notes. And he has really good eyes, and he can mark like the different paths, this and that. Well, he meets this dude, and this dude pretty much threatens him and says like, hey, you're gonna help me look at stars, and I'm gonna continue my fucking work, and I don't care if they don't fucking like it. If I get caught, I get caught. And he's like, I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, yes the fuck you are. Like you're gonna take notes for me, and I'm gonna continue to study heliocentrism.
Mm.
And he's like, okay. So then they end up doing that, and then he tells him all about heliocentrism, all about like his facts. And this kid is really smart. This kid is logical. Like he knows logic, and he thinks logic is beautiful. He doesn't think the universe is beautiful because if the earth is the center, nothing spins logically. But if the sun is the center, then everything spins in an order and it's logical. Tells him all this. This kid gets obsessed with heliocentrism. Like,
Mm.
and motherfuckers just be getting killed in this month. Like there's a one inquisitor. He's the lead inquisitor. He always has blood from like his sleeve up to here. Always. It's like a scare tactic, and he like killing niggas. Like think of him, and he's always yawning. I think he's the same voice actress as he reminds me of Tors, not
Vinland?
Tors. No,
Thorfinn?
so Vinland Saga, but the really big blonde haired dude. I forgot what his name is, but so like, but he has like that voice, but he's always like, let's go fucking kill somebody today, like let's go find, and he's like, he has this very like Viking. He used to be a mercenary too, apparently. Like he used to be this like murderer, and he's just out there killing niggas that are blaspheming. Like he would like put like devices in their mouth and slit their jaws open in front of their kids, and like he's just killing people.
Mm.
But it's just the way that this show moves about. One, the animation is beautiful, like the stars and like everything. It's a science anime, so think of like Doctor Stone, just less kind of funniness. This is more like it's a serious anime. There's nothing really funny that goes on in it. It's very serious, um, but the way the show moves through it, the one part I didn't like is because I thought this kid, I don't want to spoil too much, I thought the kid was going to be the main character in the show, but he ends up not being the main character. He ends up dying. And so then they move on to 10 years in the future where somebody else finds out. And I think the idea of the show is that you can't stop an idea. So, like, you can kill characters that are spreading the idea, but when you spread an idea, it's like a virus. The idea just spread. The truth is going to get out regardless. It doesn't matter what time, when, who is it. So I think that's the idea of the show. And so, but I kind of got attached to the kid, like, because the kid was pretty cool. Like, I thought, you know, and spoiler alert, he ends up killing himself, but he does it in a gangster way. I mean, like, gangster.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
Yeah, but this gangster,
I'm thinking
he
they
gets
killed him.
captured. Nah, he gets captured, and he ends up deciding to take his own life instead of letting them do it. But and the Grand Inquisitor is like, "What the fuck are you? What are you doing? You're a child. You're really gonna?" He's like, "You're gonna kill me anyways. The fuck? I'm going out on my
You
own
were the
terms."
chosen one.
Yeah, but I really like the way the show, just kind of flows, and the science with it is really good. I like shows that are like correct, like scientifically accurate, or they show you the way things are, this and that. And it really shows a dark past that is accurate of certain religions. Like, obviously, I'm a Christian, but I'm not naive enough to know that my religion, we have a dark past. Hell, everybody has a dark present. Even most religions have bad people in those religions. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, this is one village on the entire planet. So it's like, or
This is
I guess
just
one town.
one town that we're
It's
talking
just
about.
one,
Just
like one. It's think of it like a big town. Think of it like the kingdom in Black Clover. Like, think of it kind of like that.
okay.
Kind of like maybe a little bit smaller, but they have a giant castle in the middle where the king is, and then they have their town around them. But that's
So
just
yeah, this
this
is
is just
basically a city at this point.
this one area
I'm
of
thinking like a
the
little
entire
village. I'm
world.
like, sheesh.
Yeah, but it shows like the negative, because that used to happen. The Inquisition used to be that way in towns back in the day, in Catholic areas, and used to kill people, burn them at the stake if they didn't go again. And so the whole idea of the show is to prove that the Earth is not the center of the universe; the sun is, and we just revolve around it, and this and that, and this and that, and so it's a very good show. I think it's really, it kind of just it draws you in, just
Yeah.
as like with like who's gonna get caught, like, oh shit, like this nigga's gonna get caught, and then like you find out some crazy shit about his dad, and like it's a whole, like, his dad is like strict, but
Yeah,
this
I
nigga
I
was,
definitely remember now. I definitely saw
yeah,
this one and I was like, this one is like I didn't watch the show. Like
yeah,
now listening to it, I'm like, okay, maybe I should go ahead and watch it too. But I saw the
yeah,
trailer first, and when I saw like the animation for the trailer,
yeah,
I was like, it looks a lot like Vinland Saga animation,
yeah,
and it has
yeah, yeah. It
those
gives that vibes.
darkness. So I was like, okay, this
Mm-hmm.
feels like a signing. I know you love signing anime. So I was like,
Yeah,
this is probably going to be a good one for you. Then I read that synopsis when we were talking about what's coming out for the season. It was talking about
yeah,
different religions and
yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, this is a Maui joint. So after
yeah. It's
after hearing
good.
all that, oh yeah, I might have to.
It's
I
good.
got some time to, before the other shows built up, so I might have to put
Again, I
this one
told you
on.
I was mad. I was mad when when the kid like I was just like, wait a second.
Don't get attached to the main character. Got it.
Yeah,
Multiple
yeah,
names.
don't, because I'm now in the second main character, so I don't know if, like, I mean, there's only 12 episodes, I believe, so I don't know if, like, it's gonna like that this one's gonna die, and then like 2 episodes later there's gonna be another one, and then that's a continuing theme. Because like I said, again, I think this show is about ideas. It's not about the person. It's about the idea and how the ideas can change people's and the truth can come out. So but yeah, it's a good show. I
You
would
said
I would
there's only
definitely check
12
it out.
episodes.
It's
What's it
on
called? What's it
Netflix.
called again?
Orb Movements of the Earth.
Movements of the Earth. That one just came out, didn't it?
Last season, yeah, I think something like that.
One season's on Netflix. There's 14 episodes out
Or 14.
currently. So it might be like a 24, 25 episode thing.
It might be. Yeah, it
Hey,
might. So I'm thinking every 5 episodes, maybe like there's like a new character. Like watch a story. I don't know.
don't get attached to the characters. Got it. Like you're
Yeah. Well, I don't
like I
know.
was
I'm on the
excited about
second.
the character. Like, yeah, he killed himself. Fuck.
Yeah,
What?
when the kid was moving, I was like, "Yo, this shit's dope." And then the kid died. I'm like, and then they did 10 years later, and I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I like that
But
concept though.
but again, it goes to show you that you can't, no matter how long it goes on, like you can't kill an idea or this and that. Which it's funny because the people who are in charge of heliocentrism are the ones that are passing it. There's two sides of them. One, they're like God doesn't exist, or the other ones are like, no, like the reason why the sun is the center of the universe because we love God, because God wants us to feel its warmth and be in synchronized. God wants the universe to be beautiful, not chaotic. He doesn't want us at the bottom, but the church is preaching that we're at the bottom of the food chain because God wants us to gaze at his glory, and we're like full of sin and pit and like nasty, and we need to repent
Yeah.
in our entire lives until we die. But the guys in charge of the other, not religion, but the science of the earth, they're just like, no, God, that's not what God wants. We believe in God. That's why we're telling you that's not what he wants. And so I love the compare and contrast
Yeah,
there. So
we never talk religion on this show, but
no,
science and religion go hand in hand.
yeah,
That's my
one hundred
opinion.
percent.
You can't have one without the other. Religion
No,
created science. So what are
yeah,
you?
it
I'm
allows us
checking
to
it
move
out.
forward.
It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
really good, and I saw the animation for it. It looks really good.
The
So
dude, I'm telling you, the mercenary dude acts just like a character from Vinland Saga. And his voice, it's not in English.
no
I tried to
English.
find it, but his Japanese voice sounds vaguely familiar from something from Vinland Saga.
Very nice.
Like,
Very nice.
and he sounds like he's very. You could tell this motherfucker's killed a lot of people. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, I digress. All right, everybody. Well, that wraps it up for today. Again, slow news week. Sorry, we looked. We looked. We looked.
Tried our best.
But go ahead and check out our final season review. If you haven't watched any of the shows from last season, we dropped a final season review, hot or drop. Even you can even check out our mid, to be honest, just so we don't maybe spoil too much for you. If we do spoil a little bit in there,
Yeah.
check out our mid-season review of the last season. See which ones you like, see which ones you don't. Obviously, if you like the show, you can continue on from what I said earlier. You can continue on from, certain chapters, things like that. So, but we appreciate it. We love you guys. Happy New Year. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.